Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sprockets family. Today's a new day and a glorious one. I want to wish you a good day. Hope that you can get the blessings every time that you see this. Every time you think about it. Every time you think about me. Every time you cross your path. Whether you see me or don't see me. I like to be a blessing. To others and myself. Especially me. And it makes it look more malevolent. I want to help inspire some of you guys today. I wish you the strength you need, the smile on your face. Sometimes there is no one to lift you up. Sometimes you gotta just lift yourself up. I'm rolling with the Sprockets family, Positive Yes, and you guys will be known as my gears or gadgets. I think it's gearheads. I don't know if others have their gearheads, but sprockets. If you know what a sprocket is, something like it's a rocket, it's a gun. It's also the gear in the clock tower that's the centerpiece that spins amongst each other, spinning all the way through, even through your watches. Some of your watches with the hand. Things can't get done without people like us. Sometimes people like to brag about everything they're doing while you're the one who has your hand in everything they done. You helped, and you're not the type to brag because their success is your success. Some people aren't mature enough to respect it or understand it. Don't let it get to you. Be who you are. Continue doing better. You're worth it. Don't let no one tell you aren't. Be a hero. You're worth it. Be whatever you're trying to strive to be. But do remember not to overlook the crap you're doing and dishing out. Because they say if you're going up the mountain and you doing people how you doing them on the way down, remember there'll be a time they up the mountain and you coming back down. Don't be complaining about that shit you dished out when they come back to you. You always talking about unity and forgiveness when you're the one being punished. Remember to do that shit when someone else asks. No matter how upset you are. No matter how subdued by anger. But you don't understand. I understand. I'm here to tell you right now. I understand. Okay? I've been through it a lot. But you haven't been through this, though. No, I probably haven't. But it doesn't change the fact of feeling that way. Because it feels the same. No matter how extreme, it always feels the same. So, let's show that we're the light by what we do, not just by what we say. You're worth it, if not for someone else. You are worth it. Love you. Because nobody else does. Because nobody else will. love you like you want to be loved. So you gotta love yourself that way. It doesn't mean things are gonna be perfect. It doesn't mean things are gonna be always great. Cause in a full spirit, a full day is supposed to be laughter, tears, you know, seriousness. Um, what's the other feelings? It consists of a few feelings that you're supposed to go through in a day. That is a day. So stop getting caught up on one emotion of the day, and unless it's the positive one, when we do feel joy or happiness, there's always a split moment of happiness or joy. We get to see things about life, that moment. That's what you hold on to, because it doesn't last long enough, especially where it feels like the world is around you is evil, or the world around you is happiness, or the world around me is good. And you can make a heaven out of any hell, and you can make a hell out of any heaven. You can go to a good place and turn it all to crap. You could go to a bad place and build it up and make it something better, So don't let any habitat change what you looking for or what you want to be in. It's up to you to set those, I want to say, things into motion. I need you to acknowledge that you have that gift, that you have the power. And then you might ask, how? How do I have the power? Well, the way you have the power is thought, action. Two powerful gifts: imagination and words. And walking. You gotta do it. You can say what you want until you blue in the face. It ain't changing anything. You have to do it. As long as you trying, the universe will do the other part for you. Just don't get so caught up on how it's being brought to you as much as you get in there. And wish for harm to none, for the greater good of all and things like that. Especially yourself. It's okay to want good for yourself. You should want to. Not just for everyone else, but for yourself too. You deserve it. I'm thinking how far we came as a race, as people, from no languages to few languages to now many languages. And it seems we're dividing ourselves more and more, and mixing ourselves as well more and more. We're going in and out more and more. Soon we'll have a generation mixed with everyone and one with none of us. From those mixed with everyone generation. But genetic code will still have us in them, but it would be void of acting like us. It will be something entirely different. It would be better. We've always tried to create the better human, the better partner, the better child, the better parent, the better friend, Time you start working on yourself, be a better you. We all need to evolve. We can see when other people going through shit, or when other people going through things, or other people have problems. But can you see yours? Practice seeing your own and fixing it. You have to strive for greatness. You have to fight for it. Some way or form. You know, a lot of us take for granted how hard it was, how hard it is. It's not about getting to where you're going. It's about the journey, the lessons you learn along the way, the tactic. So you learn how to utilize it when you get to where you're going, because you're going to need it. A lot of times you have to learn. Play plenty of games. When the main thing is to get to the end of the game. By the time you got to the end of the game, look at all the tactics you learned to fight this dude. You needed it. You had to learn something. Even if you're playing like an arcade game where you gotta fight different characters, you still had to learn more of the moveset of your character to make it to the end guy. So it's not always as much as learning a new skill set as much as acknowledging the one you already have and knowing when to play it and why to play it and why you doing what you're doing to get to where you're going. You gotta get in your brain. You gotta focus. We gotta mature as a people, as a race, male and woman, female and male. We gotta grow up. I wanna sit at the end shit. The multi-dimensional table. You know, with those higher council members from other planes and realms. One day, I suppose, I'll be above the table. You know? We always want more. Set your goals high. No one can tell you your dreams are too high. For everything people done told was impossible, someone achieved it. Eventually. And we're still learning to achieve a lot more. And we need more people like you who think out the box and want to achieve greater goods, grander things. You can inbox me. You know, if you have anything that you like to do that is you believe is grander. I like to do a lot of spiritual work. I work out physically and spiritually. I meditate. I've levitated off the ground, scared myself. I ain't never tried that again, but I think I should try again. Comment as well if you think I should practice trying again. Then I'm gonna probably do so. And if it works again and I levitate, I could probably teach some of you. Someone's calling me. But right now it's your time. I want to see you succeed. makes me wonder what goes through your mind when I say some of the stuff that I'm telling you. You know, you can also post that in the comments. Um, I think I just read something. It said, well, what if the air we breathe is keeping us in an illusion? You know, how can we pierce the veil? I've also heard plenty of things like the tunnel at the end of the tunnel you're going through is how they keep putting you in the cycle of life over and again. And they say those little holes in the light tunnel, if you fly up and fly out of it, it's supposed to free you from this cycles of life. But you don't really hear what happens after. Excuse me. I hope you guys send me some blessings too. I'm fighting for my daughter, and I don't know how much to say, but I'm not gonna say too much. Just know I'm fighting for her. This is my first. I help raise other people's kids. Don't I deserve to be in my child's life at least? But like I said, a lot of times we just take things for granted. What we have. I just want you to know, like, be thankful for what you do have and stop complaining about what you don't. And you'll get more. You'll be set in grace. Because when you talk negative, haven't you noticed more negative happens to you? If you ain't noticed that, that's because you're being programmed not to see it. And I'm here to break you from that programming. Because they are keeping you in a cycle. Whomever they may be, they're keeping you blind. Start saying good things no matter how bad it is, no matter how bad you feel you're going through something. You deserve it. You've been struggling long enough. Time to lighten up. Time to shrug off the old and let go. It's time to just choose to be happy. Because a lot of times that's all it is. Is you just gotta choose. Yeah. That's how a girl did me. Braided my hair like this. Yup. I got good hair. wanting to see a lot of you guys evolve as a whole. I believe we are nature in human form. The spirit of the water, the spirit of the fire, the heart of the fire. The flesh of the earth. And the air, the breath of the wind and air. You are earth, air, wind, and fire. A lot of other elements too. You know you got electric in your body. Did you know that? Got metal in your body. You drink fluoride. You're drinking all the metals in the water. Every element is in you. We are the earth. We are nature. You ever were somewhere and you felt some type of way and you like felt very sad and it starts raining and clouding all of a sudden? You ever been somewhere and was like trying to do something that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you wanted to do it because it makes you feel good anyway, and like a huge wind like kicks up, make it hard for you to like do what you like to do? Say you were trying to light a cigarette and you know you ain't supposed to smoke cigarettes. You know, the wind kick up out of nowhere. Me, it was weed. And I heard some guy on YouTube, I believe, I forgot what his name is, and he was talking about how he was meditating in a cave, and it was so loud around him, and the people were cutting down trees, and he felt like they needed to shut up and heal. And then all of a sudden there was like a huge wind, gust of wind coming through, making it hard for them to work where they had to leave. And it did it a couple of days in a row for him. And he realized that it was himself. It was funny because after I seen that, it had made me realize how many times I've done that in my own life. The same thing. We are stronger than we are. Nature and I are one. Nature and you are one. You are the element that you like the most. You are all the powers you ever wanted. You can be more than anyone tries to place upon you. I love someone who wants to break the limits and evolve. Get yourself out of the box. They like, oh, you have to be realistic. Well, let's be realistic. They got too many people out in the world with similarities to superheroes. A kid that can't feel no pain and no, he can just put himself back together. You had these kids that was doing echolocation on a bike. They show you so many phenomenons of people doing supernatural like things, but want you to believe that you can't because you normal. That's why they want you to be normal. Be normal. Don't be different. No. Even they love being who they are. At least I hope so. Don't make them feel bad for being who they are. Because they get gifts that you don't have because they don't have something that you do. You don't understand what they got to go through to hone those gifts and to have those gifts, though. Allegedly, the kid who was riding on the bike, who was doing echolocation, died. And it wasn't for no accident or anything. Because he was doing echolocation, it just killed him. He just died. Allegedly, it was because he was doing echolocation. It killed him. I think the government got him. Just like they got the first boy that I told you. The boy who can jump and fall down and jump off the second, third, fourth story and not hurt himself. And his bones come back together. No pain. They came and got him and said that he's endangering him to himself. And they kidnapped him too. You see, there's a lot of things like that be connected that make me guess. Like, they used to depict when I was younger, aliens taking cows, kidnapping cows. Okay, now, all of a sudden, we have clone cows. I think that's what they were kidnapping our cows for. To learn how to clone them. And to keep our cows for themselves, too. So they have real ones while they feed us with the fake shit. How can we work together to free ourselves from this second-rate slavery, modern-day slavery? They're giving us second-rate foods. They're hiding the good food. They're hiding the real animals. They're hiding. They extinct, they tell us, but there's always one or two somewhere hidden. I think they have them, and they're taking them from us. I know a lot more than I let on. I'm just trying into solving the problem for it to be at least fair. Like, what is fair? They're making you pay for things when everything on earth is free. From the food that we eat to the drinks that we drink. Only reason why it costs is because they chose for it to cost. Because they want to process it. So they're charging you for them to process it to fuck you. So you paying for them to fuck you. That's how I feel. It's hurtful. Because they were supposed to be helping us. They hide truth about the medicines. They hide the truth about what our presidency is doing. They hide the truth about their secret organizations. They hide the truth about... Do you know that they own the media? The airports, the oil, the water. They monopolizing the one family. They're all a part of the same fucking family. Running it. Did you know that? Start doing your homework. They all connected to the same family some way or how. And they're making it harder. They're making more divisions. They're making more separations. They're making more titles to divide more people, to enslave you, to keep you from seeing the truth. Life is what you make it. That's what I've always heard people say. So it's up to you to make your mark, to make your life. To get to where you want to go. I guess that'll be enough for today. Straight up. 1.